Governor Pan, Mayor Yong, Chairman Zhao, and Chairman Song. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. The World Gold Council is privileged to have been invited for the fourth time to the Global Gold Market Summit held by the Shanghai Gold Exchange. On behalf of the WGC, I would like to express sincere gratitude to the SGE. We've worked in close partnership for years to develop China's gold market, and we expect this level of cooperation to continue for many years to come. I'm personally very honored, as the newly appointed CEO of the WGC, to speak to you from the perspective of the worldwide gold industry. China's gold market has been developing at an impressive pace over the last 2 decades. The spectacular transformation that we see today is the result of a careful and deliberate strategy, only made possible with the collective efforts of industry players, with strong support and guidance by the PBOC. We are very proud to see that China is the largest gold producer and home to the largest jewelry and investment markets worldwide. Alongside the changes in China, the global gold market has also undergone significant change. Central banks have shifted from net sellers to becoming significant buyers. In 2018, we have witnessed the highest level of central bank demand since the collapse of Bretton Woods in 1971. This has been accompanied by a renewed interest for gold in retail investment markets. As you know, we live in an ever-changing, uncertain, and highly dynamic world. China is a dominant global force, economically, commercially, and politically. This transformation has been reflected, perhaps even accentuated, in the gold market. Today, China is both the world's largest consumer and producer of gold, accounting for 23% of total demand and 13% of total supply. We expect future domestic demand for gold in China to be positive as the economy continues to grow, domestic consumer spending continues to rise, and financial markets continue to reform. We are also pleased to see that China, alongside other leading nations, is increasingly placing environmental concerns at the heart of its policy making. Regulation in the financial sector and the gold industry globally continues to increase in importance. We, in the industry and the WGC, stand for an effective regulatory framework. The market and the actions of market participants must be overseen by a trusted regulator. People invest in products, financial or physical, that have integrity. I've been impressed by both the infrastructure and the regulation of the Chinese market and look forward to partnering with both the industry and the regulator as this ecosystem develops. In a world of heightened political and economic uncertainty, there is a clear need for financial security and stability. Gold has a critical role to play in this regard, and as the leading organization in the gold industry, we strive to make it a mainstream financial asset. Over the years, we have consistently proven our ability to partner with the industry to make gold more accessible by devising solutions to broaden both the understanding and use of gold as an investment asset and risk diversifier, while ensuring the gold industry's voice is heard at the global level. This year, we will be working with institutional investors to increase their understanding of the value gold can play once embedded in their portfolios. Given the increasing importance placed on demonstrating environmental, social, and governance credentials across all industries, in particular the gold industry, we published our draft Responsible Gold Mining Principles following extensive public consultation in 2018. In 2019, the principles will be finalized and published. These principles will set out clear expectations for all stakeholders as to what constitutes responsible gold mining. They will consolidate and frame the multitude of existing approaches under a single framework, which will provide confidence to refiners, markets, investors, and consumers that gold has been mined responsibly. Compliance with these principles will demonstrate the continuing commitment of the gold mining industry to operate at high ESG levels. This will, in turn, further the objective of making gold a mainstream financial asset. Last year, our previous CEO, Aram Shishmanian, said that China was poised to take a leadership position in the global gold market and with it, exploit all the opportunities and responsibilities of this position. We have welcomed China's leadership and expect it to continue to contribute to the evolving structure and form of the global gold market. China's gold market infrastructure is in great shape. It perfectly adapts to the current regulatory requirements and market environment in China. The formation of the Shanghai Gold Exchange, combined with a series of liberalizing policy measures, created the necessary conditions to become the world's largest and transparent gold market. We remain steadfast in our commitment to China and have strong faith that China will play an increasingly influential role in the global market landscape. We expect further cooperation with key industry players to further this development. Lastly, may I wish you a very successful summit and an enjoyable time in this modern but very ancient capital city. Thank you.